Hey everybody, Dr. Pancakeface here, and in this video I'm going to be going over my new build that I like to call the noobiest tube of them all. I'm sure that you can tell by what I'm holding what I plan on doing with this build. I'm just going to shoot nothing but noob tubes. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, when they came out with the last update, the Wolfpack, they came out with a gun. The China Puff 40mm grenade launcher. So I kind of thought it would be fun to try and run with just noob tubes. Nothing but noob tubes. So why not? Let's give it a shot. So here we got the GL40 grenade launcher. No modifications. And then we got the China Puff down here with the incendiary rounds. I guess you could switch the incendiary rounds whichever way you want. Maybe if you want to do the big booms a little bit more often, you'd put it into the China Puff. Or if you want the incendiaries more often, put them in the China Puff. Just, you know, kind of depends on the way you want to play. So, the skills. Let's go over the skills real quick. So, first, Mastermind. Now, this is what I got, and this is what I grabbed in here. Obviously, I went ahead and aced out Endurance, because stamina is fucking awesome. And then I needed to spend some points to get up to here, because I wanted to get Spotter for that extra 15 damage, and I wanted to get Dominator in case I needed a dominated cop so I can trade him. Now, I could either ace out Leadership or Cable Guy. The stability would kind of be nice, but not necessary. I mean, I'm shooting explosives. I don't have to be that accurate. So I went ahead and grabbed Cable Guys just so I can tie up a few more civilians. And then once I finished up with the whole build, I think I had a couple of points left, and one of the points I threw into here in the Combat Medic. Now in an Enforcer, obviously I aced out Transporter because that is a must. Absolutely have to have that. If you can spend the points. If you're doing something like if you're going all the way up into one tree and then all the way up into another tree, you probably aren't going to have the extra points to put into Transporter if it's not one of your main trees. So, you know, if you can't do that, not a big deal. But if you can't spend the points, definitely got to grab Transporter. That's always a must. Now, Die Hard, I just got Basic because you're only going to have 12 shells in total, 6 for each gun. And let's say that the China Puff is out of shells, which it probably won't be with how fast you regenerate ammo for those guns from picking up the things on the floor. Basically, one pickup gives you a round. So 12 pickups and you're full of ammo. You're going to regenerate ammo so quickly with these damn things. I don't think ammo is going to be that big of a deal. But just in case, I grabbed Die Hard so that I can use my primary when I'm on the ground. If I'm out of secondary ammo and all I got's primary. Because that would suck to be on the ground with your secondary and click, 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 nothing. So, moving on here. Technician, this is where I put most of my points. Now, going up the Technician tree here, there are a couple of things that I wanted to keep in mind. Sentry guns, C4, and armor. Now, I'm wearing a light ballistic vest, so the armor is a must. I gotta have that extra armor. C4, I fucking love C4. I love popping doors. I love blasting walkways on Hoxton Breakout. I love everything that you can do with the C4. It's amazing. It's honestly, it's become one of my new favorite, whatever you would call inventory things, to bring around. I love them. But I also wanted to grab sentry guns because you only have 12 shots with your noob tubes. So I figured you might need a little, well, I should say I might need a little bit of help killing people. So I went ahead and grabbed sentry guns. And while I was at it, I did a little bit of buffing on them. So let me show you everything that I got here. I got Demolition Man for the extra trip mine and the reduced deployment time. I grabbed this because I need to spend another point to get up to here. But I didn't really want to spend the points anywhere else. That didn't matter. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I went ahead and grabbed this so that I could take a little bit less damage while interacting with things. Obviously, I grabbed drill skills, because why the hell not? And then clearly I grabbed Sentry Gun because I want a Sentry Gun. So obviously I'm going to grab Sentry Gun. And I aced it out for the extra health. Now here, I went ahead and aced out Jack of all trades because I could give two shits about the explosions. I'm not going to be setting them down as trip mines, more than likely. But I do want to be able to carry the Sentry Guns and the trip mines. That's going to be nice. Clearly I got the shape charges. I mean, I just told you how much I love them, so obviously I grabbed those. Now here, I was kind of torn at what I wanted to do. I had picked up the Sentry Gun combat upgrade so that you can reload your ammo into the Sentry Gun. Now, I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work. I haven't test played it yet. I probably should have before I did this video, but I was like, fuck it, whatever, let's just go ahead and do it. But if my theory holds true, then when your ammo is full, then you will fill up the Sentry Gun. And since you resupply your ammo like that, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. You can just resupply, go grab some ammo, resupply, go grab some ammo. You know, keep your Sentry Guns maxed out. Obviously I grabbed 2 Sentry Guns because I'm up here. I might as well. Now, here's where the dilemma came in. Because I wound up with 8 points at the end. And I was thinking, maybe I could increase weapon magazine. That probably wouldn't work with the noob tubes. I haven't tried it yet. So then I was looking at this. I was like, ooh, I could get shockproof. I could ace out bulletproof. Or I could ace out some of these, increase the damage. That might be a possibility. You know, the protective shield might be nice. Keep the Sentry Guns from getting knocked out. But what I went with in the end, I went ahead and grabbed shockproof, just because with the noob tubes, with China Lake and the China Puff, if you get tased, it's not going to be the easiest to get the taser off of you, especially if they're not close. So I grabbed shockproof just to be able to get the taser off of you, so that you're not, you know, locked in a taser with an empty China Lake, because I'm sure you've been in that situation before if you ever used a China Lake before, and it fucking sucks. So I went ahead and grabbed shockproof. And then I had the 4 points left, so I was like, do I increase the magazine? Nah, that might not work. Screw it, let's go with the accuracy. Let's give the Sentry Gun a little bit more accuracy just to make it a little bit more effective. So that's how I wound up with the skill points that I got. I mean, if you want to, you could take out the skill points here and here and toss them into here so that you can deal the extra 300% damage. I mean, that's up to you. Now, Ghost, I put a couple of interesting points in here. Obviously, I grabbed Sprinter for the extra sprint speed, the dodge, the stamina, the regeneration, shit like that. I grabbed Cat Burglar because I love Cat Burglar, especially on a class that's mobile. I grabbed Cleaner. I grabbed Basic for the extra damage. And then I aced out Fast Hands because, I mean, duh. If you're going into Ghost, yeah, you're going to ace out Fast Hands. And then I was left at this. I grabbed Shinobi for the extra walk speed and crouch speed. And I was like, do I waste 3 points in here or do I waste 3 points in here? Well, I don't need to worry about being quiet. I'm shooting explosives. Body bag? Maybe? Sure. I don't know. So I went ahead and spent the points there because I just wanted to get up to here to grab 9 lives so that you have a chance to pop back up, which you're probably not going to go down because of the deck that I'm using, or one of the 2 possible decks that you would use. But, you know, just in case you do go down, 9 lives, boom. Toss you back up, you get an extra bleed out. That's nice. Now, in Fugitive, I grabbed Thick Skin for the extra armor to the ballistic vest. I grabbed Duck and Cover for the extra dodge percent, and Run and Gun. I went ahead and grabbed a Run and Gun just for the extra movement. Now, the deck. This is what I was talking about. For me, for this build, I think I'm going to run the Ex-President. I don't use it quite as often as I use the Grinder. I tend to use the Grinder quite a lot, and I want to switch it up a little bit and use the Ex-President. Also, the other reason why I want to use the Ex-President is because the Grinder has some perks that might not benefit me too much. For example, the extra health, very nice, 20% extra health. 10% chance to pierce armor. I'm using explosives and fire. I don't think that's going to matter. 20% extra health. That's nice. Yeah. So I'm up to 40% extra health now. And then 20% chance to pierce armor. I'm using explosives. So it doesn't really matter. The Euphoria, that would work excellent with this class. Because you shoot an explosive, boom, you damage 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, and you start regenerating health like crazy. You drop fire, you regenerate health like crazy. Grinder is going to work flawlessly with this build. But I thought I'd go with Ex-President just because of the extra perks that it comes with. It comes with, let's see, you get 10% health, which, it's not 20, but it's 10. But 10% dodge. That's kind of nice. Another 10% health. Okay, we're halfway there. 5% dodge. 20% health. Now we have the exact same bonus health that the Grinder has. Booyah! Plus, we get another 10% dodge. So that's 25% more dodge than the Grinder's going to be giving you. And I think that's it, yeah. So, I think I'm going to go with the Ex-President. It's just as durable as the Grinder, and it gives you a couple more beneficial things than the Grinder does for this particular build. But if you want to use Grinder, go for it. Have fun. Now, for my melee, I'm using the buzzer, obviously, because I love the buzzer. For the throwable, there we go. Good God, I couldn't get that out of my mouth. Heyo. For the throwable, I'm using the Molotov cocktail just because I love that thing. Great at killing people, just as good at killing people as the grenade, but it's also much better at holding choke points than the grenade. So we're going with the Molotov. Now, for armor first. Lightweight ballistic vest. Because with the Ex-President, you want to take as much advantage of the deck as you can, so lightweight ballistic vest it is. Or if you want to swap over to Grinder, you can't have anything more than a lightweight ballistic vest, so lightweight ballistic vest it is. There you go. Now for the equipment. Depending on what mission you go into will govern which one you start with. Let's say you're going into Rats Day 1 or Cook-Off. You're going to want to start with Sentry Gun because the trip mines aren't going to be nearly as useful. Let's say you're going into, Fire Starter Day 1. You're going to want, you probably want to start with a trip mine, or with the Sentry Guns, because basically you could run in, drop the Sentry Gun, and then you would move on to your C4, and you'd be able to pop some of the doors open. And then on other things, like, let's say, Hoxton Breakout Day, or Hoxton Breakout. This is a good example. Day 1, I would probably start with the C4 as opposed to go and set up the Sentry Gun and hope it's in a useful position. I'd probably just start with the C4 and go on ahead and start popping doors as soon as I get into the parking deck. But on day 2, I would start with the Sentry Guns. Because essentially, I would run into the operations room, set up the Sentry Guns, and then go and start popping some walkways. So, it depends on what level you go into. It governs which one you want to grab first. But yeah, I think that about does it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Hey, look at this. I'm all the way over here. Taking dudes out with a shotgun. That is insane. I don't feel like you should be able to do that. If I can hit him. It helps when you hit the person.